Hello students! So in this video lesson, this is just a part 2 of problem solving involving conic section. So meron lang tayong additional na 3 problems involving conic sections. The main cables of a suspension bridge are 20 meters above the road at the towers and 4 meters above the road at the center. The road is 80 meters long. Vertical cables are spaced every 10 meters. And determine how high the main cable is 20 meters from the center. So, illustrate muna natin kung ano ba yung tsura no cables. So, meron tayong cables. So, automatic yan. In the shape of parabola opening upward. And then, sabi doon, 20 meters above the road. So, meters above the road. So, ito yung towers. And then, 20 meters daw yung height niyan. 20 meters. And then, 4 meters above the road at the center. So, at the center naman, so yung height daw ng cable is 4 meters. So, 4 meters. So, lagyan natin yung Cartesian plane dito. So, yung lowest point ng cable, so ito yung magiging vertex ng parabola. So, 0 and 4. So, sabi dito, so, the road is 80 meters long. So, kung syempre symmetrical naman yan. So, kung 80 meters, so dito is 40 and also dito ay 40 din. Vertical cables are spaced every 10 meters. So, every 10 meters. So, meron tayong 4. Both ways. Both direction. Yan. So, 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, and 40. Determine how high the main cable is 20 meters from the center. So, kung ito yung center natin, so 20 meters from the center. So, ito yon. So, yung x-coordinate niya is 20 and then yung y-coordinate niya, yun yung magiging height ng cable from that horizontal distance. So, yung height na to, yung hahanapin natin. So, kunin muna natin yung equation ng parabola. So, opening upward. So, yung vertex h and k, that is 0 and 4. So, yung vertex. So, x minus h squared is equal to 4p times y minus k. So, x minus h, which is 0. So, x squared na lang yan. So, 4p times y minus 4. Hanapin muna natin yung value ng 4p. Para mahanap natin yung 4p, so maghanap lang tayo ng mga points na pwede nating isub dito sa value ng x and ng y. So, 20 meters yung height ng tower. So, ito yung points na to. Yung 2 points na yan, part naman yan ng graph ng parabola. So, pwede natin niya i-equate sa equation ng parabola. So, yung point na to, kuha lang tayo ng isang point. So, mas maganda kang positive. So, since 40 yan. So, yung x-coordinate niya, yung horizontal distance niya from the center, that is 40. And then, yung height niya, that is 20. So, 40 and 20. So, yung x and y. So, next, isub na natin yung mga values ng x and y coordinates. So, x squared, that is 40 squared is equal to 4p times y is 20 minus 4. So, 40 squared, so 16, so 16 is equal to 4p times 16. So, divide natin both sides by 16. So, 4p is equivalent to 100. So, next naman, hanapin natin daw yung height ng cable 20 meters from the center. So, at x is 20 and yung y naman yung hindi natin alam. So, equate natin yung coordinates na yan sa standard equation ng parabola. So, x squared is equal to 100 times y minus 4. So, x, so that is 20 squared is equal to 100 y minus 4. So, 20 squared, so that is 400 is equal to 100 y minus 4. So, divide both sides by 100. So, 400 over 100 is 4 is equal to y minus 4. So, y is equal to 4. Lipat lang natin yung negative 4 sa magiging plus 4 is equal to y. So, y is equal to 8. So, 8 feet. At the horizontal distance na 20 meters from the center, from here, yung height ng cable is 8 feet. The opening of the cable tunnel is a semi-elliptical in shape and 42 feet across. The highest point of the arch is 14 feet above the highway. What is the maximum height to the nearest inch of a track 8 feet wide that can fit under the arch? So, assume the highway is a one lane. Yung cable tunnel has an opening that is semi-elliptical in shape. So, meron siyang semi-elliptical shape na opening. So, draw na lang tayo dito. Ayan. And then, yung width niya daw is 42 feet. So, nag-expand siya ng 42 feet. And then, yung height naman niya, highest point ng arch is 14 feet above the highway. So, what is the maximum height to the nearest inch of a track 8 feet wide that can fit under the arch? So, kung meron daw dadaan na track na 8 feet yung wide or yung width. So, halimbawa may track na ito. So, 8 feet. So, kung ilalagay natin yung coordinate system dito sa gitna, so, yung x and y axis, lagay na lang natin sa gitna para mas madali yung computation natin. So, kung 8 feet yung width ng track, so, kung hatiin natin yan symmetrically, so, this is 4 feet and 4 feet. Yan. So, ano daw yung maximum height to the nearest inch of a track that is 8 feet wide that can fit under the arch? Center or origin, 0, 0. So, meron tayong x value na 4. So, ano daw yung highest or maximum height ng trunk? So, kung ilalagay natin yung coordinate niyan, that is x and, so, meron tayong 4 pala na x coordinates, 4 and y. So, yung y coordinate, siya yung magsisilbing height nung track. So, yung maximum height na pwede magkasya doon sa arch nung cable tunnel. That is a semi-elliptical in shape. So, kung bubuuin natin yan, so that this is horizontal ellipse. So, horizontal siya. Kung bubuuin natin yung ellipse na yan. So, 42 feet. So, yung half ng 42 is 21. So, meaning that is 21 feet. Also, here, 21 feet din. And then, so, magiging, yung 2A natin, yung major axis is 42. And then, yung 2B naman natin dito is 14 plus 14, so 28. Mas maikli si 28 compare natin sa 42. So, therefore, yung major axis natin is horizontal. So, since mas mahaba siya, horizontal yung ellipse natin. So, therefore, that is x squared over a squared plus y squared over v squared is equal to 1. So, alam natin na x squared. So, meron tayong a which is 21. So, yung half ng 42 is 21. So, that is 21 squared plus y squared over, so, yung b natin is yung 14. So, that is 14 squared is equal to 1. So, paano natin makukuha yung maximum height ng track? So, i-plug in lang natin tong 4 and y dito sa standard form na nakuha natin, na na-form natin dito. So, yung x is 4. So, that is 4 squared over 21 squared plus yung y squared over 14 squared is equal to 1. So, lipat na lang natin si 4 squared sa right. So, y squared over 14 squared is equal to 1 minus 4 squared over 21 squared. Para makuha natin yung y squared, so multiply na lang natin both side by 14 squared. 14 squared, 14 squared. Para ma-cancel out tong nasa baba nung y squared, yung denominator niya. So, y squared is equivalent to 17 over 9. Kukunin pa natin yung square root ng both side. Square root of 17 over 9, so that is y is equal to 13.74368,542 feet. So, mapansin nyo, hindi ko pa siya ni-round off since in feet pa yung unit niya. So, ang sabi kasi dito, what is the maximum height to the nearest inch of a track 8 feet? So, meaning, kailangan pa natin i-convert si feet into inches. So, sa 1 foot, meron tayong 12 inches. So, yung nakuha natin na 13.74368542. So, times 12 lang natin yan. So, meron tayong y is equal to 164.924225. Or, kung i-round off natin yan, so that is 165 inches. So, 165 inches. Next problem, two microphones 1 mile apart recorded an explosion. Microphone A receives the sound 2 seconds before microphone B. Where did the explosion occur? Assuming sound travels at 1,100 feet per second. So, sabi sa problem, meron tayo microphone A and B which is 1 mile apart. So, let's say yung point A, ito yung foci 1 and foci 2. And then, sabi, microphone A receives the sound 2 seconds before the microphone B. So, meaning, mas malapit si A sa explosion compare mo sa B. Okay? So, let's say ito yung explosion. So, ilagay natin siya sa, i-denote natin siya as point P. So, let's say nasa one of the points siya dun sa hyperbola natin. So, meron tayong foci, point A and B. And then, yung distance ni microphone A is shorter than distance nung B from the explosion. Dahil nga 2 seconds before eh. So, 2 seconds before, na-receive na ni microphone A yung sounds. And then, 2 seconds after, na-receive naman ni microphone B. So, mas malayo si B. And then, dahil nga mas malapit si point A from the explosion, so yung distance na to, so, let's say, siguro sa segment PB, so, andito lang siya. So, ito. So, at a certain time T, na na-complete na ni sound yung pag-travel dun sa, papunta sa microphone A, at that certain time T, so, yung distance na na-travel ng sound papunta sa B, sa microphone B is, andito lang. So, siguro andito lang siya. So, let's say, sa point C. So, nung na-complete na ni sound yung travel niya from P to A, so, andito pa lang siya sa point P to C. And then, yung 2 seconds before na sinasabi dito, bago makarating sa point B, so, yung 2 seconds na yon, so, dito niya lang na-consume yon sa distance na to. So, dito niya lang na-consume yung 2 seconds before. So, at time 2 seconds before, ayan, at after that time, ayan, nakarating na siya sa microphone B. And then, kapag pinag-subtract natin yung segment PA from PB, so, minus daw natin tong length na to, PA from PB, so, ang makuha natin distance is etong red line na to. So, remember yung principle ng hyperbola? Yung segment PA, so, yung P is any point on the graph of the hyperbola to A, o let's say yung mas mahaba kasi yung B. So, PB muna. So, PB. So, B is yung foci, one of the foci. Minus natin yung another segment na P to A naman. That is equivalent to a constant distance which is the transverse axis or the 2A. So, yung 2A na yan, meaning, dahil nga pinag-subtract natin yung PB, yung PA from PB, so yung distance din na to, is equivalent yan to 2A. Distance nung 2 vertices. So, ibig sabihin, singhaba silang dalawa. So, paano natin makuha yung distance din na yon, yung red line na yon, which is also equivalent to 2A or to the transverse axis. Meron tayo ditong given na 2 seconds. So, at time 2 seconds. And may speed naman tayo na given, di ba, which is 1,100 feet per second. So, yung distance formula, that is speed times time, di ba? So, yung D or yung 2A or yung transverse axis, so that is equivalent to speed 1,100 feet per second times 2 seconds. So, that is 2,200 feet. So, ibig sabihin yung distance D na to, so itong distance D na to, that is equivalent to 2,200 feet. So, yan yung distance na na-travel
after nung time na na-reach na ng sound yung point A.
So, it makes sense naman na dahil nga yung microphone A is closer or mas malapit siya sa explosion compare mo sa B. So, yung, kumbaga, si sound is nakarating na sa point A, tapos si sound naman sa point B is nagta-travel pa lang. Kumbaga, may 2 seconds pa siya bago makarating. May another 2 seconds pa siya bago siya makarating sa microphone B. Okay, so yung 2A natin is 2,200 feet. So, therefore, yung half ng transverse axis is 2,200 feet divided by 2. So, that is 1,100 feet. So, yung equation ng hyperbola natin, that is horizontal. So, therefore, that is x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, meron tayong a, which is 1,100 feet. So, yung b na lang, hindi pa natin alam. So, paano natin makukuha yung b? So, mapapansin natin sa given, meron tayong 1 mile apart. So, yung 2 microphones natin, di ba, yan yung foci. Yung foci A, foci B. So, 1 mile apart daw yun. So, that is equivalent to 2C. So, kailangan mo nating i-convert si 1 mile into feet dahil yung speed natin is feet per second. So, 1 mile. So, convert muna natin siya dito. 1 mile times, sa isang mile, meron tayong 1.61 kilometer. So, 1 kilometer, merong 1,000 meters. So, 1,000, sa 1 meter, meron 3.28 feet. So, convert natin yung 1 mile into feet. So, yung 1 mile into feet, so that is 5,280.8 feet. So, yung 1 mile, so yung 2C, that is 5,280.8 feet. So, yung C, kailangan natin siya i-divide by 2. So, 5,280 divided by 2. So, 2,640.4 feet. Yung formula na C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared dahil nga mas mahaba si C, compare na natin sa A and B. So, to find B, so that is B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared. So, yung B squared is C squared, 2,640 squared, 0.4 squared pala. Minus A, 1,100 squared. So, B squared is equivalent to, sa 5,761,712.16 feet. And then, kunin natin yung square root ng 5,761,712.6. So, B is equivalent to 24.36 feet. And then, kung isusulat natin yung standard equation ng hyperbola, so x squared over yung a squared, so that is 1,100 squared minus y squared over 24.36 squared is equal to 1. Or pwede naman natin i-expand, so x squared over 1,100 squared, that is 1,210,000 minus y squared over yung 5,761,712.16 is equal to 1. So, ito yung equation no hyperbola. So, meaning, yung explosion can be found anywhere on the left branch nung hyperbola. So, pwedeng andito, pwedeng siyang dito, or dito. Kung yung explosion is andito, so still mas malapit pa rin si A compare mo sa B. Pati kung dito naman, mas malapit pa rin si A compare mo sa B. Kung dito, mas malapit pa rin naman si A kung i-compare natin sa distance ni B. So, mas malayo pa rin si B. So, yung difference ng distance nila is still 2,200 feet. And then, yung difference ng time is 2 seconds pa rin naman. What is the equation of the hyperbola that models the light pattern on the wall? So, mapansin natin, meron tayong light lamp. And mapansin natin na yung shadow na na-form nung light is in the form of a hyperbola. So, pag ganyan siya. So, that is a vertical hyperbola. So, kung i-draw natin yan, yung hyperbola, so that is, pag ganyan siya, so vertical, no? Since vertical yan, so y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, yung y squared yung positive since so vertical yung hyperbola na na-form. So, wag na natin lagyan ng h and k. So, ilagay na lang natin yung center sa origin. So, yung center ng hyperbola sa origin para mas madali siya ma-compute. So, yung center niya. So, 3 meters daw yung length or yung 3 meters yung pinaka-cup. Parang, ang tawag dito? Parang cup nung lampshade. So, 3 meters. Kung 3 meters yan, so half yun. So, half ng 3 meter is 1.5. So, yung vertex natin, yung vertices are located at 0 and 1.5. Ay, hindi kita eh. So, 0 and 1.5, saka 0 and negative 1.5. And then, yung length ng paa ng lampshade is 2.5 meters daw. So, 2.5 meters. And then, yung width is, ayan, 4 feet. So, 4 feet daw. Yung vertex natin, or yung vertices, so, 0 and positive negative 5. So, therefore, that is 0 and positive negative A. So, yung A natin is 1.5 pala, sorry. 1.5. So, yung A natin is 1.5. So, y squared over 1.5 squared minus x squared over b squared. So, hindi natin alam yung b squared. So, paano natin kukunin si b squared? So, mapansin natin, meron tayong length dito na 4 feet. So, kung hatiin natin yan, so that is 2, dito negative 2 and, so yung height niya is, so 0, 0. So, 1.5 yung vertices plus 2.5 m or 2.5 meters. So, yung length na to, so from origin, so this is 1.5 plus 2.5. So, that is 4. So, 2 and negative 4. So, ito ay x and y. So, isa siyang point doon sa hyperbola. So, point siya passing through the hyperbola. So, pwede natin gamitin tong mga points na to, 2 and negative 4, na para isasab natin para makuha si b. So, y squared, so that is negative 4 squared over 1.5 squared minus x squared is 2 pala. So, 2 squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, nilipat ko muna yung equation para may spaces for computation. So, negative 4 squared over 1.5. So, that is
4 squared over 1.5 squared. So, that is 64 over 9.
So, ilipat natin itong 1 from the right to the left. So, magiging minus 1 is equal to. So, yung 2 squared over b squared, so lipat natin to the right. So, magiging 4 over b squared.
64 over 9 minus 1.
So, that is
Equivalent to 55 over 9.
is equal to 4 over b squared. So, cross multiplication na lang. B squared is equal to, so, divide natin yung b squared by both side by
55.
so that is b squared is equal to
0.655.
so kung i-finalize natin yung standard equation, so yung b squared sa magiging
0.655.
1 and then yung 1.5 squared, so that is 9/4 or 2.25. So 2.25. So ito na yung standard equation nung light doon sa na na-form doon sa lampshade, sa wall. And for our last problem, the flight of a leaping frog has a parabolic path. If the length of the leap of a certain frog is 9 feet and the maximum height of the ground is 3 feet, what is the equation of the path of the frog? So yung leap ng frog is in parabolic path with the length of 9 feet. 9 feet and then yung height or yung maximum height of the ground is 3 feet. So ito yung maximum height. So that is 3 feet. And then, i-plot na natin yung graph sa Cartesian plane. So, yung position ng frog, ilagay na lang natin sa origin. So, this is the origin, 0, 0. And then, yung maximum height ng leaf ng frog. So, that is, ito yung magsiserve as the vertex, H and K. Yung H niya, half nung 9 feet. So, since symmetrical naman yung parabola. So, kung 9 feet yan, so dito, this is 4.5 and sa kabilang side is also 4.5. So, 4.5 and then yung K is 3. And then since that is a parabola opening or facing downward, so yung standard equation niya x minus h squared is equal to 4p times y minus k. May values na tayo ng h and k, so nawawala na lang is yung 4p. So, ayan, meron na tayong x minus 9/2 squared is equal to 4p times y minus 3. May given na tayo ng h and k. So, kailangan natin hanapin yung 4p. So, to find 4p, kailangan natin ng values ng x and y. Kailangan natin kumuha ng mga points or ng point na may coordinates na x and y na pwedeng isub dito sa standard equation ng parabola. So, based dun sa graph natin, so meron tayong 2 points or x-intercept. Itong origin, which is 0 and 0. Pati rin itong isang to, which is 9 and 0. So, pwede natin siyang gamitin, or silang dalawa, pwede natin gamitin yan to find 4p. So, either sa dalawang yan. So, try natin. So, try natin yung 0, 0 at 0, 0. So, that is 0 minus 9/2 squared is equal to 4p times y, or y is 0 minus 3. So, 0 minus 9/2 squared, so that is negative 9/2 squared. So, 81/4 is equal to 4p times negative 3. So, to find 4p, so let's divide both sides by negative 3. So, 81/4. To divide 81/4 by negative 3, so we can just multiply it by the reciprocal of negative 3, which is 1/-3. So that is 81/12 or negative 81/12 or simply negative 27/4. So, yun yung value ng 4p natin. So, let's check. Pwede rin natin gamitin si 9 and 0 at 9 and 0. So, try natin. So, 9 minus 9/2 squared is equal to 4p. So, yung y natin still 0. 9 and 0. Ayan, 4p times negative din lang. Kasi 0 naman yung y. So, negative 9 minus 9/2. So, that is 18 minus 9/2 squared. So, 18 minus 9 still 9/2 squared is equal to 4p. So, parang ganun lang din. So, ito lang din yun. 9 over 2 squared. So, that is 81 over 4. So, 81 over 4 is equal to 4p times negative 3. So, 81 over 4 divided by negative 3. So, parang ganito lang din yung nangyari. So, still, that is equivalent to negative 27 over 4. So, yun yung value ng 4p. Complete na yung mga values natin for standard equation. So, pwede na natin i-plug in yung mga values na yun. So, x minus 9 over 2 squared is equal to yung value ng 4p, which is negative 27 over 4. So, yung negative sign na yan, nagsasabi na facing downward yung parabola natin. So, times y minus k. K natin is 3. So, ito yung standard form. Sabi dito, what is the equation of the path of the frog? So, hindi sinabi kung anong specific na equation. So, yung nakuha natin na, una natin nakuha na form ng equation is standard form. Lagay na lang natin yung mga possible equation pa. I-transform natin tong standard form into general form. So, x minus 9 over 2 squared. So, expand natin yan. So, FOIL method lang yan. So, x squared minus 9 over 2x minus 9 over 2x time or plus 81 over 2. 81 over 4 pala, sorry. And then distribute natin si negative 27 over 4y to y minus 3. So, 27, that is 81 over 4. So, positive 81 over 4. So, next, let's just simplify this equation. So, x squared, negative 9 over 2x minus 9 over 2x. So, that is 9. So, 18 over 2x is just 9x. Negative 9x. So, lipat lang natin yung negative 27 over 4y sa left side. So, magiging positive 27 over 4y. And then, yung 81 over 4. So, cancel out na lang yan. So, ito yung standard or yung general form natin. General form. Una, standard form, general form. So, paano naman in terms of y? So, kapag in terms of y, 27 over 4y, lipat lang natin si negative 9x, so magiging positive 9x. And then yung x squared, magiging negative x squared. And then, let's multiply both side by 4 over 27 para ma-cancel out tong dalawang to. So, 4 over 27. So, in terms of y, yung equation natin is 4 over 27 times 9x minus x squared. So, ito yung in terms of y. So, paano naman kapag in terms of y, rekta tayo or hindi na tayo dumaan sa general form? So, ito yung standard form natin, di ba? So, paano pag kinuha natin yung in terms of y niya from standard form? Ito yung standard form. So, kinapi ko lang dito. So, multiply lang natin both side by negative 4 over 27. Negative 4 over 27. Para ma-cancel out itong 4 and 27. And then, ang matitira lang sa right side is y minus 3. So, negative 4 over 27 times x minus 9 over 2 squared. And then, yung negative 3 na to, lipat na lang natin sa left side sa magiging positive 3. Ang matitira is y. So, ito na yung in terms of y. Another equation. So, hindi kasi sinabi doon kung ano bang equation. Kung standard ba, general form, or vertex form. So, ayan. So, meron tayong apat. Standard form, general form, saka itong in terms of y na to. Ito yung mga possible na makita nyo sa choices na equation nung path nung frog.